Lamar Jackson reported at training camp yesterday, but he still does not have a long-term deal. Former MVP is expected to be the next quarterback to get a huge extension. And Pro Football Talk wrote, Lamar should not do anything at camp until he gets his contract and should also insist on a fully guaranteed deal, especially since Kyler Murray did not get one. So, Acho, what is Lamar Jackson worth?
What is Lamar worth? He's worth he's worth more than the Ravens are willing to pay him.
That's
what it comes down to.
Is that a number?
It's not a number. Because what Lamar Jackson is worth, I do not think the Ravens are going to be willing to pay. I think about the players this year that reset the market. Deshaun Watson reset the market at the quarterback position. But he didn't do it in Houston. He didn't do it with the team that drafted him. He had to go to Cleveland to do it. I think about Devontae Adams. He reset the market. But he didn't do it in Green Bay. He had to go to Las Vegas to do it. I think about Tyreek Hill, who reset the market also along with Devontae, but he didn't do it in Kansas. See, I think about A.J. Brown, who reset the market, but he didn't do it in Tennessee. I think about Von Miller, who reset the market, but he didn't do it with the Rams. If you want to reset the market, it's apparent, at least right here, right now, you got to go elsewhere to reset that market. So what is Lamar Jackson worth? The number, I don't know. To me, if it was a number, 5 years, $250 million, fully guaranteed. But it's apparent that sometimes you got to dip to reset the market. We all know that. You know this.
What I know?
Buffalo's not who paid you your big deal.
Nope.
You had to leave, go to San Diego to get your money.
With everybody else from upstairs.
Buffalo knew you was talented. They drafted you. They watched you get 10 sacks in Buffalo.
10 and a half.
My bad. You're right.
Half count.
I got that first.
You got me one.
But you had to leave to reset the market. Lamar Jackson is worth a whole bunch of money. But the fact of the matter is, I think he's worth more than the Ravens are willing to pay him.
That take right there. Let's talk about it. What Lamar Jackson worth? Let me simply say this. Hey, Deshaun Watson, come here. No. Bring your contract, too. Okay. I'm going to stand on top of your head and on top of that contract, and that's where we start. My floor is Deshaun Watson, and that's a beautiful floor, $230 guaranteed. Let's be real about this. Woo! The owner of the Ravens already said Lamar Jackson kind of got us, and this is how he said it. We're waiting on Lamar. This is how he said it. You know, if Lamar wanted to play it this way, he can go out there and play. He's getting $24 million this year, franchise, and get 60. None of that said he's not here. None of that said he's going somewhere else to get it. Franchise means you're here. Franchise means you're here. And then it's going to be 60. When the owner comes out in an active negotiation and gives you a game plan and blueprint, you know that he's at your mercy. And that's what Lamar Jackson is. So what is he worth? At least $230 guaranteed. And he's going to get more than that. Let's be real. Deshaun Watson reset the market in Houston. 160. Didn't he get a 160 deal? And then got paid the next year to not even play. He could have stayed in Houston and got another big deal if he wanted to, but for whatever reasons, I don't know fully, he didn't want to stay there. Devontae Adams could have stayed in Green Bay, bro. They offered him more than the Vegas Raiders. I get it. If you got that kind of weird relationship with the Packers or Aaron Rodgers, and it is Vegas, and it's your former quarterback from college, and it is Vegas, then let's go back out there and let's go take less money. You brought me up to personalize it. Glad you didn't say MJ, because then I wouldn't be able to look at you and think straight. You brought me up. I had the largest contract in Chargers history. You want to know who reset the market? He ain't go anywhere. His name is Michael Strahan. I remember, because I got like 6'6", 6'7". Damn, we broke compared to these dudes. These dudes get 26, 27. I got 6'7", and that was the biggest ever in Chargers history. Strahan got 8, and he was a giant for life. So the point is, you don't got to go anywhere. You got to be special. You got to be, if you're not that special, be me. You got to go somewhere. But if you Strahan special, stay still Hall of Famer. Stay still rookie contract, unanimous MVP. Acho, we lived through our first contract, our rookie contract, 4 years, right? Unanimous MVP in the NFL in your first 4 years? That's insane. That's absurd. That money's in the bank. He's just waiting his time for it to be greater later to take it out.
All right, let's go a little bit deeper for this last little bit then.
Let's go.
What I found incredibly fascinating, Sel, in life, the people closest to you take you most for granted.
Oh, I heard some of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
some of that.
oftentimes relationally, it's like the people closest to you see your value the least. And it's because they begin to take it for granted because it's all they know. And then the second you get out of that relationship, it could be romantic, it could be platonic, you finally feel valued and appreciated. We've all been there.
Yes, sir.
Left some companies a time or two because you felt taken for granted. And then all of a sudden you show up on a new Fox lot and, my bad. We've all been there where you feel taken for granted. Sel, I think Lamar Jackson to the Ravens, he might be taken for granted. Because if you're the Ravens, you're looking at Lamar and you're like, you special. But we've had special before, and we can have special again. Lamar, we paid Joe Flacco and made him the highest paid quarterback in football. Flacco. But before we did that, the last time we saw Flacco before he saw that money, he was 4-0 en route to a Super Bowl. 11 touchdowns, no picks. We saw 4-0 Flacco, gave him $100 million. Lamar, what have we seen from you the last 4 games? Wait, 1 and 3? 3 touchdowns? 6 picks?
What that do?
Passer rating of 65 compared to Flacco's pass rating of 117. I'm not saying this is how I feel. But what the Ravens could do arrogantly is say, look, we won a Super Bowl with the talent of Joe Flacco. And we paid Flacco $100 million, but we paid Flacco after he came off of that. If we're going to pay you, Lamar Jackson, you want us to pay you how much guaranteed? And the last time we saw you, you were 1 and 3, and then worse, you were hurt. There's a chance that the person closest to Lamar, which is the Ravens, take him most for granted. That's why truly my answer to what is Lamar Jackson worth, more than the Ravens are willing to pay.
I think they're willing to pay. And I think that is great that you brought up that example because we all have fallen victim to that euphoria. Joe Flacco wins the Super Bowl MVP and you pay him, right? That's your Vegas moment. You ever go to Vegas, be in the club, and you just see sparklers. All right, everybody got sparklers. You see sparklers go here again. Okay, that's 2. Sparklers again in that same table. You're like, that's 3. I know every time I see sparklers, that's at least 10 racks or something. I was in Vegas, true story. One time, some kids from Australia were on their bachelor party and hit the casino. And they announced, okay, we're trying to set a record. Our Aussie friends have spent $250. So I'm like, $250,000 on gin? On Jack Daniels? That's what they doing? Moments pass, they coming up to me, we talking. Oh, man, we hit him, so hey, let's just do it. That's how the Ravens felt. That's how Boucharddi felt. We just hit the lead. We won the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. Here you go. Here you go. And then you wake up the next morning, you're like, whoa. Sober moment. Flacco got what? But that Vegas moment does not make me say, look at that unanimous MVP. Oh, that dude deserves his money.
That's a take.
Ain't that real?
That's a take.
Who ain't been to Vegas and seen that? I've been that guy one time.